Right, recording. So hi you guys, and welcome to my channel. I'm back with a new video, and we're gonna check out a video called "That's the Real Gangster," Alex Emelianenko versus the Giants of Pride FC. I'm no clue what we're about to witness, so I'm not gonna ramble. Let's get straight into this video. Check it out. It looks
Whoa, look at this.
it's kind of loud.
And he's I told you.
And Thompson is rocked by Emelianenko. And rocked big time.
Once upon a time, Alexander Emelianenko was among the heavyweight cream of the crop. Blistering speed,
In Japan?
Alexander do with us? Oh, here we go. Some of the left and right and over. Marias is over.
Nah, that's crazy.
brutal chokes,
He's got the
There's
choke.
the choke, and he gets it.
and merciless ground and
Oh, hell, ref! Hello?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
The younger Emelianenko had all it takes to dominate in MMA.
What happened?
Now, the most talented of the three brothers is a shadow of his former self, taking fights against YouTubers to entertain the local audience.
Get your money. Get your money.
So it would be nice to reminisce about the heyday of Russia's most scandalous son.
We now go to the 6-minute mark. And now Cro challenges him and helps Emelianenko.
The Emelianenko brothers grew up in the industrial city of Stary Oskol, in a family of a welder and a teacher. At the age of 7, Alexander followed his older brother Fedor and started attending judo and sambo classes. The kindergarten was 2 or 3 neighborhoods away, so to get there faster I would carry him on my back and we would walk home. After completing the 9th grade, the younger Emelianenko went to a vocational college to become a cook, but only lasted a week due to misconduct. In 1999, he won the European Sambo Championship, while simultaneously getting involved in criminal activities, which would lead to his first prison term at the age of 18. The exact charges remain unknown to this day, but there are rumors that Alexander was convicted of banditry. According to various estimates,
What is that?
he spent 3.5 years behind bars, until Fedor helped him get free in 2003.
Look at the
Upon leaving the
landscape.
penitentiary system, Emelianenko immediately began preparations for his MMA debut. Alexander joined the Russian top
in my
team,
eye?
along with Fedor and another elite heavyweight, Sergei Kharitonov. By that time, the elder Emelianenko had already held the Pride Championship title and played a role in securing his brother's contract with the Japanese promotion. Entering the stage for the first time in the autumn of 2003, the 22-year-old Alexander showcased fast hands, entertained the audience with signature sambo techniques, and ground and pound similar to his older brothers.
He's got the choke.
That was a quick time out.
In a
Sheesh!
span of 8 months, he secured 3 wins in the professional circuit and won the Combat Sambo World Championships, gaining success in
wrestling,
2
right?
sports shortly after being released. However, his alcohol addiction did not subside, and Fedor had to frequently drag him out of dark places. Following 3
I've
victories,
seen
the
like
matchmakers
substance abuse from a young age. It doesn't take you anywhere good. It's
offered Alexander a rendezvous with Mirko Cro Cop, who was a top 5 heavyweight in the world at the time,
and for the people around you either, it's tough.
and regularly
That's the
ventured into
Croatia,
K1 to
right?
collect some scalps.
He's crazy with that. Oh my god.
Emelianenko's team believed that such a level of opposition was a step too far, but Alex was more than confident in his abilities. During the camp, he went on a drinking spree, which clearly had a detrimental effect. The pot-bellied Emelianenko brazenly lunged forward, trying to catch Mirko against the ropes.
Whoa, is doing really good. Look at that knee.
And now a left to right. Cro Cop with a left of his own. And he stunned him. Now there he is.
Meanwhile, Filipovic steadily attacked the body.
Training stable.
Alexander shows some.
The patented high kick was just a matter of time.
Yeah, but
The trademark left kick. And it's over.
I'm a lefty, so
Just like that, Mirko Cro Cop defeats Emelianenko.
Fedor watched the fight in the locker room, preparing for his own bout. He eloquently described what had happened.
Stop.
Also present was Coach Voronov, who mentioned his protege's lack of discipline. In the dressing room, Emelianenko still had little understanding of what had occurred, while Cro Cop's first move was to call his mother.
Hello, Mama, yes, Mama.
Getting back in the win column back home, in the autumn of 2004, Alexander found himself in the Snow White ring once again. The counterpart was the newcomer, James Thompson. The Englishman was so pumped up, as if he had been waiting for hours for his turn in the restroom.
Whoa, look at this.
From which a satisfied Emelianenko
Oh my God, look at
finally
it.
came out.
Why does he look bored? Oh my God.
Thompson right away pulls into Emelianenko like a house on fire, and this is a slugfest.
I told you.
And Thompson is rocked by Emelianenko, and rocked big time, and it's over. And Thompson started off quickly.
In a fleeting moment of chaos, the Russian delivered a batch of tranquilizers
This is a slugfest.
and sealed the deal at the 11-second mark. Easy work for Alexander. The return took place 6 months later. Ricardo Marais was renowned for winning a truly old-school, no-holds-barred Grand Prix from '95, where he finished off 5 opponents in a single night. Having apparently reserved a table at the pub, Emelianenko had no intention of being late.
Attention right away.
Hey, and what did Alexander do with us?
Oh, here we go. With the left and right. It's over. Marias is already out.
They like freeze. Something like they get.
He told us he was
I wonder what's happening. They like kind of get to a frozen state. Scary.
The very first flurry cracked the Brazilian, and only subsequent strikes held him upright.
Brasil, oi, tudo
the
bem?
same shooting range.
Ai, ai, ai.
Perfect.
The whole affair took 15 seconds.
What did Alexander do with us?
Oh, here we go. With the left and right. It's over. Marias is already out.
At the end of 2005, Alexander appeared at the Bushido event in the Netherlands. Replacing his injured brother, he stepped into the main event spot against the European kickboxing champion, Rene Roos. Fired up by the Bruce Buffer wannabe,
Emelianenko.
he charged forward from the word go.
Не обращают внимания на удар. Александр.
Corralling the victim into the corner, Emelianenko let the sledgehammers fly.
Не обращает внимания на встречные удары. И тут же бросается на добивание.
This time, Alex delighted the spectators for 28 seconds, thus needing less than a minute in total to dispatch his last 3 rivals.
Смерч, который сметает всех соперников с ринга.
After redeeming himself in the eyes of Japanese promoters, at their New Year's event, the 24-year-old Alexander faced Olympic judo champion Pavel
He's
Nastula.
only 24.
Following the initial exchange,
And agile, they now hook up.
the Pole decided to avoid stand-up altogether. Nastula snatched an armbar on the ground,
And Nastula here along the ropes looking.
Oh my God, look
but
at
did not expect to get kicked in the head in that position.
Ooh.
Look at still not done.
Yeah, this
Great
guy
job.
not tapping out for
And
anything.
look at
You
the
have to
power
break
out
him.
of that, oh my
Literally.
God, attempt. Wow, you talk about brute strength on the part of
Ooh,
Emelianenko.
my
Now
God.
just-
Grabbing a Kimura,
There you go, working at it now.
Polish, I know
He's
that
okay, he's
from
okay.
the butt.
He's all right.
Emelianenko scrambled back up and easily passed the guard.
Fight all these fights, do all these fights in the...
Firmly secured behind Nastula's back, he applied a lock across the jaw, forcing the judoka to tap.
Make a joke.
It's a little high, though. He's got his chin in there.
He's tapped,
Oh,
he's
tapped
tapped.
out. Oh,
He
my
tapped
God.
out.
Thus ended Alexander's second year in MMA. In a short span of time, the Russian scored 8 wins.
Alexander do with us?
Oh, here we go. With the left and right, it's over. Marias is already out.
Suffering only 1 defeat against the peak Cro Cop. However, his bad habits remained
his health,
steadfast,
yeah.
refusing to fade away. On the contrary, the easier the victories flowed, the longer he was absent from the gym. In May 2006, Emelianenko took part in Pride's most prestigious Grand Prix. In the round of 16, he faced the experienced Josh Barnett, the former UFC champion.
A classy man putting on the belt.
And catch wrestling's finest representative in MMA.
Corner.
Emelianenko took control of the center and let the hands go.
See the Alexander. Nice uppercut by Emelianenko.
Okay. Amy?
7 Torino in a Mercury Cyclone GT, so giving Jay Leno a run for his money there.
Once the intoxicating spirits departed from his system, he began to fade and gradually lost the initiative.
Delivered by Emelianenko, but Barnett storms him with a knee. Nice body shot again there by Barnett.
The fresher Barnett executed a takedown.
There's Barnett with the
Fired a couple of knees.
I see blood, I see blood.
left knees.
And got the job done with an Americana.
It is again.
The key lock, and there it is. The Mirko, he tapped. He tapped. I think Emelianenko suffered some kind of an injury.
Oh
Later,
my god.
Barnett would apply a Kimura on Mark Hunt
Oh, he's gonna break his ass.
and snatch a victory from Big Nog himself, but ultimately fell short against good old Mirko Cro Cop in the finals.
So quick with
And
the
he
Hey,
just
oh my god.
That's it.
Meanwhile, Alexander resolved a conflict with his former teammate, Sergei Kharitonov. Back in 2003, the brothers left for another gym without notifying anyone, which caused distress among their comrades. One of those dissatisfied parties was Kharitonov, who had a 7-2 record in the promotion.
Nah, he did him
He
dirty.
even challenged Fedor, but it was the younger brother who answered the call out. Emelianenko got going with boxing
Kind of
combinations.
disloyal, but we don't know the background to it. So.
Nice right hand there by it. So if they do go to the ground,
Kharitonov adhered to bait and counter style, waiting for the right opportunity.
staggered Emelianenko.
That's for the disloyalty.
The grappling portion lacked action, so the referee stood the athletes back up.
It's a stalling card. If you're not doing enough action, they give you a stalling card.
Drawing his man in, Emelianenko landed a right hand
We now go to,
and gladly served an extra meal.
and now Kharitonov challenges him and help Emelianenko.
Ay, ay, ay.
Pouncing on the wounded prey, he showered Kharitonov with knees, which
Oh
was
my
legal
God.
in Pride.
Oh my god, I cannot look. I'm sorry.
Defending himself.
Done. Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
More than 15 years have gone by, but the hatchet remains unburied to this day. In the spring of 2007, the UFC bought Pride, and the Japanese league ceased to exist. Most top fighters transitioned to the American promotion, but the famous brothers weren't among them due to a failure to reach an agreement between the parties. Temporarily unemployed, Alexander embarked on a journey through various organizations. His first stop was Bodog Fight, which offered him Eric Pele, the King of the Cage champion, on a win streak of 5.
He just walked in with his sweatpants shorts.
Emelianenko uncorked his quick combinations
This guy got a lot of love handles.
and solid knees in the clinch.
Right eye. Here comes the knee. Then Emelianenko goes back up, pounding him. Pele lets him come in. There's that knee again.
Clearly having other plans for the evening, he did not let the Samoan off the hook.
That right hand to the body hurt his ribs bad.
Readjusting the mouthguard for maximum comfort, Emelianenko put a cherry on top.
Round 1. This is scheduled for 3.
Solid shot to the temple. Pele drops him. And it's over.
Alex returned to home soil shortly after and applied a Kimura on the relatively unknown Jesse Gibson.
Александр взял руку
Tap out.
и болевой прием.
Towards the end of the year, he went overseas where he was welcomed by Dan Bobish. Despite the appearance of a circus strongman, the monstrous brawler was no punching dummy,
Nice takedown by Bobic.
entering the bout on a run of 6 straight finishes.
Bobic, yep. That's it. Championship fighting.
Imagining his foe as a juicy burger, the giant expected to devour him swiftly.
In many ways.
They're going to want to try and get this fight to the ground as soon as possible.
Emelianenko tamed the 330-pound adversary.
And the 1992.
I don't know how much that is in kilo, but I'm 117.
delivered a
He's
knee to the
300?
gut,
Figure to favor Emelianenko.
and put on the squeeze.
Oh, he might have him. Oh, he got him.
Unbelievable!
Wow.
Alexander Emelianenko!
Time on the counter, suspicious, 69 seconds.
Ladies and gentlemen, Alexander Emelianenko.
In the late 2000s, the 28-year-old Alexander became the biggest star in Russian
28.
MMA. He dispatched relatively unknown journeymen,
I'm 29. But
Hands. Santos in serious
he's
trouble.
been through a lot.
Alexander
I've been through
Emelianenko
it.
letting his hands go.
Hard.
Oh, he's in big trouble now. Santos is finished.
and maintained excellent speed for a heavyweight.
To do damage. He's trying to push him with his punches, but Emelianenko too much for him, and that's it.
In the same timeline, Emelianenko Jr. found himself increasingly involved in public scandals. He would appear drunk, even at his own seminars.
It's not fun to me.
In 2010, Alexander faced experienced K1 veteran Peter Graham. The Russian expected another cakewalk. And was unpleasantly surprised when Graham refused to go down easy. And during the initial assault, the Australian striker unleashed his notorious leg kicks. And when Alex fell for the fourth time, there was no point in continuing. With his 8-fight winning streak broken, Alex returned to the leading Russian promotion, M1. On the other side of the ring stood the former boxer Magomed Malikov, a relative novice, 1 year into his MMA career. It was all over before it even started.
Вот это удар у Магомеда Маликова. И не может быть. Это сенсация.
An overhand landed right on the chin, and the subsequent onslaught destroyed any hopes of a comeback.
Это удар у Магомеда Маликова. И
Emelianenko had no intention of admitting defeat. By this moment, Alexander's presence in bars had evidently surpassed his time spent in the gym. His talent still allowed him to achieve victories against less prominent opposition. Returning from the monastery in 2013, he got rid of Bob Sapp, who worked part-time wherever they paid.
You checked him out, Bob Sapp. You got him?
It was also the last time we would see Fedor and Alex together. The turning point in their careers and relationship would be in 2014. Emelianenko Jr. offered zero resistance to the young Dmitry Sosnovsky, and soon found himself locked up again, accused of raping a woman while intoxicated. This incident would be the last straw for Fedor, and he completely disassociated himself from his brother, saying, "He is dead to me." After being released on parole a couple of years later, Alexander would come back to the sport, fully transforming into a homegrown hero, whose main mission is to beat up on foreigners. And now, even bloggers to amuse the local crowd.
Так, прихватил Емельяненко. Выдержит Евгений или нет? Доведет ли прием? Ой, стучит Ершов!
His alcohol addiction didn't go anywhere. It's worth noting that he continues to rise from the ashes time and time again, but with each new setback, the abyss of his downfall grows deeper. Also worth mentioning is Ivan Emelianenko, the youngest of the three brothers. He also achieved success in Sambo, but chose not to pursue a professional career. When asked who was the more talented among the brothers, Ivan confidently answers, Alexander was undoubtedly more gifted, by far. Fedor busted his ass off after the army service and started showing results. At 17, Alexander would be nowhere to be found in the training room, then go on to effortlessly win the Russian championship, and then conquer the European Cup as well, again without much preparation. Didn't he train at all? He made a brief appearance to the gym a week before the tournament just to say hello, and then dismantled everyone like it was nothing. Unbelievable. During the golden years of Pride, Alexander Emelianenko cemented himself as an integral part of the promotion.
And what did Alexander do with us?
Oh, here we go!
No lack of discipline or abundance of bad habits could stop him from impressing the fans with a cold-blooded gaze and innate speed.
I told you! And Thompson is rocked by Emelianenko! And rocked big time!
Alexander might have only displayed tiny fragments of his talent, but it was enough to build a career full of memorable highlights.
We now go to the 6-minute mark. And now Khanov challenges him and Emelianenko in allow. He's unintelligibly defending himself.
Oh my goodness.
Брат с братом, как они могут работать?
Я думаю, они будут бороться по правилам спортивного самбо.
Вот, собственно, и все.
That was
Другого исхода в данном случае быть не могло.
That was the video, you guys. Got a little emotional. Not necessarily for him, but just the situation. I grew up close around like just substance abuse and stuff, and know what it does to you and to the people around you. Like, if you don't die, you're just not gonna have a pleasant time alive. So yeah, I just felt for the whole situation. And then with his brother, that they don't, he said he's dead to me or something. It's just sad, but yeah, what a journey. It's a lot of things you can address here. Obviously, you know, grown people have, you know, responsibility over their own actions at the end of the day, but some people don't know how to make the best decisions at the end of the day, but they don't know what's best for themselves. But people gotta do what they gotta do at the end of the day. Yeah, I'm just gonna end it here. Appreciate you guys watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff, and hopefully I see you in another video. And also, it's interesting because with substance abuse, like, you either, with me, just because I saw it so much growing up and stuff, saw what it did to people, like, a lot of my friends, people around me, they turned to substance. Like, they just started to using things and go down a deep route. But, like, for me, I turned the other way. Like, I just didn't want any part of it at all. So I feel like it's either one way or the other. Either you gonna feed into it to try to numb whatever pain you have, or you just not gonna try anything. You don't want any part of it. And I feel like that's what's with me. Yeah. Anyways, bye you guys.